Hello and welcome to another Iota Corporation video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at Magrunner Dark Pulse, which is supposed to be a platforming game similar to Portal, puzzle platformers with the aspect of using magnetism, as it says here with Magrunner, instead of portals like Portal did. So I've already played through the demo, so I'm just going to highlight a few small things as I play through this for you to take a look at. This is currently in open beta. You can get into it early. Well, it's not open beta, it's more like early access. You don't get the full game unlocked, you just get a few set levels if you buy it now instead of buying it on release date, which is in a few days from when this video is uploaded. It's $20 on Steam, and it mixes Portal with Cthulhu. Now, I have a little bit of experience with Cthulhu, as you may have seen. What the f***? What the f***? So I thought, why not take a look at this? So without further ado, let's begin.
I am Gamachi, mutant, inventor, scientist. For you to understand, I need to start at the beginning. In the 21st century, the Gluckersberg Corporation rose to a position of world dominance. By 2035, their LifeNet Total Existence Network had linked billions of people across the globe, encompassing social, economic, government, private and public services within one monstrous, ever-evolving system. With LifeNet and the corporation's vast financial resources, Gluckersberg accomplished what governments could only hope for. A worldwide populace that wanted to conform, and that was willing to sacrifice privacy for security, safety, and interaction. The CEO, Kram Gluckersberg, pooled tens of thousands of scientists together to find a new source of free energy to be used for space exploration. The result was magnetic technology. Gluckersberg's space program would be a 3-month test of not only magtech, but also citizen explorers, astronauts chosen from the populace. After worldwide selection trials that tested the applicants' athletic capabilities and knowledge of mathematics, physics, and psychology, 7 candidates were chosen to enter Gluckersberg's training facility. These 7, selected from scientists, athletes, and civilians, would take Gluckersberg's technology to the stars. Gluckersberg called them his Magrunners. A 500,000 square foot training facility filled with puzzles and physical obstacles was built over the San Andreas Rift. The world watched and waited. This young man is Dax C. Ward. Dax's father, like me, was an expert in genetics and cybernetics. One of the few who had no compunctions about working with a mutant. James and his wife Lavinia became my closest friends. When the accident happened, Dax was left in my care. I raised the boy the best I could, and he soon began to show signs of his father's brilliance. Dax had an aptitude for robotics, genetics, engineering. He read everything he could about Gluckersberg's magtech and began to apply the same principles to creating his own technology. By the time he was 11, he had started his own business, repairing and creating new devices. By the time he was 15, he had built and programmed the Newton prototype, a one-of-a-kind electromorph robot. So I suppose that I shouldn't have been surprised when he told me on his 23rd birthday that he wanted to apply for the Gluckersberg MagTech program. He had the skills, and he had the brain for it. As we completed work on his custom magglove, I knew he was ready.
So that was a bit into the backstory of this game, and it actually has a backstory. Unlike Portal, where it's all in the background, this one tells you up front what's going on. For example, each level progresses through elevators like this, or at least up until the event happens, which I'll show you a bit later. And each one has a short cutscene and just tells you what's going on in the world.
My friends, thank you for joining us today. Today, Grukersburg MagTech is proud to unveil our space exploration training facility. Today is the first day of a 3-month training program that'll prepare our Magrunners for space exploration. At our facility, they will not only experiment with MagTech, but also learn to work and live together as they forge our future. Now, let's hear a few words from Xander Deverin, the creator of the facility and genius MagTech engineer.
I've spent considerable time and energy designing the testing facility with functional examples of our new technology. During training periods, contestants will find their bodies and minds pushed to the limits. We will see what they can accomplish individually and later what they are capable of as a group.
Be sure to stay online to see History in the Making, brought to you by the same minds responsible for the LifeNet. After a quick briefing, our 7 Magrunners are preparing to enter the facility for the first time.
It's almost showtime, Dax. You ready for this?
I'm nervous, Kamachi. I made it here. Now the real training starts.
The Magrunners' training will be the most important 3 months of their lives. They will pit their skills and wits against the brilliant MagTech engineer, Xander Deveran, who will evaluate their progress. We've been allowed into the facility for the first 24 hours, and we're bringing it to you live via LifeNet.
Don't be nervous, Dax. Stay focused. And remember why you're here. Newton and I will be following on the LifeNet. He says good luck.
No, Gamachi. We're talking about going into space if I pass the training. It's hard to believe.
If your parents were here, I know they'd be very proud of you, as I am. Be sure to test out the new mag glove before you start.
Ready, Xander?
Ready.
Let's begin.
Good luck, Dax.
Right. Stay focused.
So that's basically what happens in between each of the levels. They also have this little loading thing whenever you move to each new room just to get the room loaded, but I'm hoping they're going to fix that when the actual game is fully released.
Welcome to the state-of-the-art Magrunners. Xander's really outdone himself with this facility. We hope you enjoy this miracle of MagTech modularity.
So this is the basic mechanic of the game. You have the ability to shoot out 2 different polarities, red and green. There is an option to change those colors if you're colorblind, for example, but for now let's just stick with that. Now, unlike common sense dictates, in this case, if I were to make this green and that red, you would suppose normally that they would attract each other, right? In this case, no. They actually repel. At the same time, 2 objects with the same color attract each other. If I get these close together. Like that. So those are the basic mechanics that you use to solve all the puzzles. For example, using the mechanic of repulsion that I just showed you there, I can get this cube to go up there by making them different colors. It flies up and does that. Physics are pretty nice in here, so that all works out. And the rooms are pretty fancy too. Like, they have that sort of cyberpunk feel to them with all the smooth lines and white and glowing lights that are completely unnecessary for anything, but they look nice.
The Grukersburg MagTech Experience, brought to you live by LifeNet.
That wasn't so bad, Gamachi. How are the other Magrunners doing?
Don't get too confident. That's just the beginning. 3 months is a long time.
Look at this tech. How did Xander develop this stuff?
Just focus on your training. I'm going to limit our transmissions to the elevators between levels. There's less interference.
Now, similar to before, I can also use the magnetic fields to send me flying. And there's another thing too, which is sort of helpful for seeing what goes on. If I press F, magnetize that, normally you can just tell, like, that's magnetized, right? Using this, I can actually see the area of effect of that object that I've magnetized. Same with the cube. I can see that its area of effect is this large, so if another magnetized object were to be, say, here, it wouldn't do anything. Whereas if I moved it there, it would. So I'm just going to jump on here. Fly away. Just simple introductory puzzles, nothing too fancy. Now I'm going to skip forward a little bit and get to the part where some Lovecraftian stuff starts going down. So as I said before, I fast forwarded a bit to a level where some strange stuff starts going down.
Dax, what was that?
I don't know. Technical glitch?
So now some strange things are going to begin going down. I'm just going to solve this puzzle real quick and show you... It's not all fun and games here, certainly. Let's see... Hey, go back. Okay... Nothing down here. Go. So as you saw there, I can use the magnetic fields generated by these platforms to pick up cubes from across the room and bring them to me if I need them. All the puzzles are kind of like that, where you just manipulate the magnetic fields in various ways to get to the exit. Or at least all the puzzles I've seen so far.
Hello? Sounds like it came from the next room. What's going on in there?
Seven souls who sealed the gate. Seven now in limbo wait. Seven summoned to meet their fate and open the way when the hour grows late.
Seven candidates? Help! We need help down here! Somebody! I saw...
Xander, what is going on? I've got a flat line on the bio monitor. Is someone dead? Someone better not be dead, Xander.
There has been an accident, Mr. Krugisberg. A malfunction in the system. The situation is under control. I'm trying to get us back online.
Online? What do you mean, online?
The facility is cut off. I can't get any signals from outside. No life net, no cell, nothing. We're on our own. For everyone's safety, remain where you are.
So yeah, things are starting to get strange around here. Now, up until this point, it just seemed kind of like a normal Portal clone ripoff, whatever you want to call it. But now, I don't know. I'm interested to see where the story goes from here. Should be doing something. Oh, I see. That's why. Figures. Sort of like Portal, as soon as you know what the answer is, the game becomes real easy to do, so...
Dax Ward! Dax, what's going on down there? I heard one of the Magrunners have been hurt.
I don't know, Miss Shin. Yeah, someone got hurt, but I also saw some kind of...
Mr. Ward, please leave the room by the appropriate exit until we resolve the situation. Miss Shin, please report to the media room.
Maji! Something is very, very wrong here.
Stay calm. The video feed is coming. Lucas's life net Sequare has gone crazy, like the system's fighting off a virus.
Somebody's dead here! And now the whole place is shaking apart.
Dead? Look, just get someplace safe. We'll figure this out.
Maji, I'm stuck. Have to find another way out of here.
Dax, power and networks all across the city are out. Whatever hit Krugisberg's facility is spreading somehow. I'm running on the generator. I've managed to keep our system hidden. I built some special modifications into your magglove. I'm going to transmit across the data projector.
That's not what I wanted to do. So the game sort of takes on the same role, the same off-the-rails kind of feel as Portal after a little bit, where instead of following the test chambers like you're supposed to, you have to go outside of the testing facility. Except instead of having a malevolent AI try to kill you all the time, you've got, Cthulhu. Explosive cube. That's the first time I've actually seen that tip. So I guess that means there's actually going to be sort of magnetic-based combat later on in the game.
Did you hear that, Kamaji? I don't know what's happening here.
Dax, find a way out.
Trying!
So with that, I'm probably going to leave you with your first look at Magrunner Dark Pulse. I don't want to give away too many solutions to the puzzles in here, but it's certainly intriguing, and I look forward to seeing what the game actually turns out to be like in its full story. So that has been Iota Corporation. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.